The conflict in Syria is now entering its fourth year. More than 140,000 people have been killed and 2.5 million refugees have fled to neighboring countries. How can humanitarian aid alleviate some of the concerns troubling this area? Hello, everyone, and welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Robert Traynham. Joining me is Congressman Hastings, Democrat from Florida. Congressman, welcome to the program.
Thanks, Robert, and thank you and Comcast for having me.
Not a problem. So let's set this up for our viewers at home that are watching the program. There's a civil war going on, as I mentioned a few moments ago. There are some individuals that are loyal to the Assad regime, and there are others that are saying, you know what, we want pro-democracy, we want freedom of religion, freedom of thought. And there are literally tens of thousands of people that are living under an oppressive regime, if you want to call it that.
Sure.
What is your response to this, and how can we help?
Well, you didn't add the fact that there are terrorist elements, Al-Qaeda,
that's correct,
that are also fighting Bashar Assad. We're witnessing a modern-day catastrophe. And the tragedy allows that we sit idly by and other events, the Malaysian air incident, the Crimean conflict with Russia and Ukraine, those events overpower the circumstances ongoing in Syria. You mentioned the number of refugees. The countries that those refugees have fled to are burdened heavily, leading with Jordan and Turkey, Lebanon and Egypt. And would you believe there are Syrian refugees now that came from Iraq, fleeing Iraq, that are now returning to Iraq to take their chances. This is a terrible conflict, and USAID and nonprofit organizations, the United States has come $1.5 billion or north of that amount of money. And Turkey has done an incredible job. I was in Kisli a year ago on the border and had an opportunity to see that. The thing that disturbs me the most, that I don't think the world can let pass by, is that of those 140,000 that we know now are dead, 7,000 of them are children. Of the 2.5 million outside refugees, a significant number of them, millions of them, almost a million, are children.
So, Congressman, what else can we do? And then the question becomes, is it just the United States alone, or is it the rest of the Western Hemisphere?
Well, it's everyone of like mind who does disagree with humanitarian conflicts. In May of last year, I wrote to the president and asked that a no-fly zone be established. That's what we should have done in the first place. But you ask rightly, what can we do now? The only thing that we can do is aid those who are in a position to get the aid to the people. In a war zone, for example, 2 weeks ago, Secretary of Security Rice informed us at the Congressional Black Caucus that only a third of the sarin gas has been removed. And the reason for the delay is it's a war going on, so you can't transport it. But in the meantime, other actors are taking advantage of this moment. Russia lead among them, and Russia has an interest there. A base called Tartus is a warm water base. That is a continuing interest of theirs. Iran continues to make mischief. And here comes the ringer in the Golan Heights the other day. Bomb goes off. Israel now is directly involved.
We have about 20 seconds left.
Yes.
Very quickly, sir, do you believe that the Assad regime could be overruled or overtoppled perhaps maybe within the next year or so? Very quickly.
Answer, no. I don't think that Assad is going to be gone in a year. But I do believe that those that are negotiating are about the business of trying to make that happen.
Congressman Hastings, thank you very much for joining us. Keep up the great work on
Thanks, we need more
affairs.
time.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us for this edition of Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Robert Traynham. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.